Are you in that phase where you are really low on energy, don't know who you are or what you're doing with your life right now? Don't worry, because I was there too a few months back until I decided to take my power back and to really invoke that goddess in me. And today I wanted to share 5 ways with you guys which help me in invoking that power from within. And let's just jump into the video. Something that I do, and which is something really important, is to practice mindfulness. This is so important, I cannot emphasize, but oftentimes people don't really find the time to really sit and meditate or journal. But doing so really helps us understand what's really on our mind and what's really disturbing us, and how we can actually find ways to help ourselves, help our minds to declutter and to detoxify all of that that's running in our mind 24/7. We are constantly surrounded by noise internally and externally 24/7. So it is super important to give your brain that rest that it deserves and dedicate at least 10 to 20 minutes per day for your brain to do nothing. So the way I go about it is in the morning and at night, I have set aside 10 minutes where I just sit, listen to some meditative music, and just make sure I don't think of anything. Another way to practice mindfulness is by journaling. So, journaling is a really good method to ensure that you actually remove out all the clutter that's going on in your mind that you are unaware of. So the way I go about with journaling is there'll be days where I feel like I don't really have much to write about, but even then, I make sure I take out my piece of paper, my journal, and I start first by writing what I did throughout the day. And oftentimes, what this does is after 4 to 5 sentences that I've written down, I oftentimes notice that my brain then just takes over, or my emotions rather would take over what I'm writing, and soon what I'm journaling about becomes turns into my emotions. Like I start writing more about my emotions rather than what I was doing throughout the day. And this is so key and this is so important because that's how you will be able to understand what are the emotions that you went throughout the day, or what are the emotions that is really at the back of your brain trying to bother you. So, journaling actually helps you to understand the emotions or the emotional roller coaster that you are going through throughout the day. Now that we've cleared our mind, it's now time to clear out our body. And yes, our emotions and traumas are trapped within our body because we have been suppressing it for all these years. So it's super important for us to shake off these emotions and traumas to elevate ourselves. And how we do that is by movement, which your body likes. Look, I'm not here to tell you to go and exercise. No, I think your body knows what's best for itself. So if your body likes to go to the gym, go to the gym. If your body likes to swim, go swim. If your body likes cycling or hiking, do what your body likes to do, because oftentimes our bodies know what's best for us, right? Don't really force yourself to take you don't really force yourself and take yourself to the gym or any other workout place that you're not really interested in, because then what's going to happen, it's going to feel like this daunting task that you have to do each and every single day, and it might not really help you stay consistent in the start. So do what's best for you and find out what is the best type of movement that you like. For me personally, I like to dance, and I've been classically trained in Kathak, and I've been dancing since about 2 years now. And that is something my body enjoys it and my mind gets refreshed, and I've made a lot of friends there with similar interests. So Kathak is something that's very dear to me. I can make a whole nother video on how Kathak changed my life. So that is something that I found what's best for me, and I do that. And since I love doing it, I am super consistent with it. So find a movement that works for you and that you love. Have you seen any woman who embodies a goddess ever talk bad about themselves or anybody else? I don't think so, because they are very confident and very self aware about who they are. And this comes to my next point of using kind words, not only to others, but most importantly to yourself. So, your internal dialogue is so important in becoming the ideal person that you want. And if you're constantly saying negative things about yourself, like, I am so boring, or I am not talented, and I am such a slow learner, etc., etc., or I'm so nagging, or whatever is it that you're saying, right? And that's not going to do you any help. It's super important for you to be kind to yourself. Only then will it come naturally for you to also be kind to others and those around you. If you're not happy on the inside, if you're not kind on the inside, it's super difficult to spread that kindness around you. So, watching your internal dialogue really will make that difference that you're looking for. And use kind words. You know you're beautiful, you know you're kind, you know you're genuine, you know you're smart. Accept it, and accept it humbly. It's okay. Just be aware of yourself and be kind to yourself. Goddesses not only take care of themselves internally but also externally, and I am talking about physical beauty and your appearance. So it is super important to look put together or be put together, because that gives you this confidence that you wouldn't have if you were slacking in your hoodie. Trust me, I've been there, I've done that, and I know the confidence I get when I wear a red lip, when I'm wearing nice fitted clothes versus when I'm in a messy bun in my hoodie. I'm not saying it's not comfortable. I love being in my hoodie, but there is a time and place. I cannot slack in my hoodie all the time. It's a very comfortable, it's a very, how do you say, it's a very sober and a somber energy, whereas a goddess is a more powerful energy. And if you want to invoke that powerfulness, you have to dress the part. You have to dress to kill, if you would say it. But whatever that power means to you, dress like that. And if that hoodie is going to give you that power, go for it. I'm not going to stop you, but it's super important for you to be put together. Ensure you're following at least a very basic AM and a PM routine for your self care, which can be as simple as brushing your teeth in the morning and at night, to comb your hair in the morning and at night, to drink warm water in the morning and at night. Ensure that you have this routine in place and you follow it religiously, because the hard truth is, the more put together you are, the more closer you are to actually embodying that goddess. I said it. The last thing I like to talk about is to contribute towards your community. Now, if you see, goddesses don't just sit around not doing anything, they're always helping somebody in need. And now, when I talk about contributing towards a community, I don't necessarily mean over 50 people or so. It can be as simple as helping out your neighbor, or checking up on your friend, or making something for one of your colleagues, or watching over your friend's pet or their plant, right? It can be small acts of kindness that you spread each and every day that actually makes you so wholesome and holistically a goddess. Now, these were some things that I would do in order to invoke that goddess in me. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please leave a comment. It really boosts my confidence to make more videos when I see people are engaging with my content, and encourages me to do more. So until then, see you in the next video. Bye.